Hi guys, just thought I'd let you know sad news. My cat Dezia passed away this morning. Last night I noticed that her jaw was very loose, and one of her fangs was sort of tilted sideways, and so I took her to vets this morning, emergency appointment, and like the vet said, she said it's like going all spongy. The cancer's just eating away at the jaw, and she looked so miserable, poor little girl, and she just wasn't well, and she wasn't eating proper. She just couldn't eat because of the jaw, even on the mushy stuff. So she was telling us both that she'd had enough. All her eyes were just full of pain and dull. So decided to have her put to sleep because like the vet said, it could break at any time. It could break during the night, the jaw, and then she could bleed and everything, and it'd be so distressing for her, and it'd be worse in the long run. And it was just the right time. So I stood with her while she was put to sleep, and she put her little head towards me as she went, which my vet said was she's not seen before. Just like her way of saying she wanted me with her, and she was ready to go. So I think she's with my late husband now. He collected her, I think, and took her up to the Rainbow Bridge and to Catty Heaven, and she's with him now, and she's not suffering anymore because she was in a right mess. Just hold on a minute. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I just had to make sure my porridge weren't burning because I've not had anything to eat because I had to go and get to vets early this morning. So it's starting to take its toll on me now. 3 pets lost within the short space of a month. So, but 2 of them was expected. Like with Matilda, we knew that she didn't have long, and I knew Dezia didn't have long, my cat. But Rosabi, like I said, that's still a shock to me. But anyway, so this I've not opened. I only got it last week as well because this is the softer version of the diet that they're usually on. All my cats. And I don't know what to do with it now because it was a soft, wet version, for Dezia's jaw. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to waste it because it's quite expensive. I'm going to give it to my other cats so they can have a pouch each. There's 12 in here, so that'd be 3 pouches each. So, yeah. This is one that you get from the vets. It's I have the dry version usually, the dry biscuits, which is portioned out into here, like the dry biscuits. So, but because of Dezia's jaw at the time, I got some of that just to give us, as you know, I won't mention it again, but it was all mushed up food for her. So I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to give the other cats this. Over the next few days they can have it, so it won't go to waste. And when I go back to vets tomorrow, because Alder has to have a health check, general health check, especially with her sister having cancer, I'm going to see about switching them onto another diet. Because like I said, although I don't think I've mentioned, they've been on these Royal Canin stage 2 for quite a while, and it's 2 of them at least, Sayed and Alder, they vomit on it quite a lot. Rebecca doesn't, but the other 2 do, and I think they've got a bit of sensitive tummies. So I'm going to slowly switch them. I'm going to see what else they've got tomorrow, because I still want them to be on some sort of senior food, because they're 15 and 16, so I need to keep them on that, the special diet. But yeah, so I'm going to see what happens, because they was only put on this originally, well, the dry version, years ago, because Dezia kept getting water infections, bladder infections, and so instead of giving them all different diets, she said, well, this is good for all aging cats. So I just kept getting the biscuits one, but I noticed they just kept vomiting, and not all the time, but quite regular, it's at least once or twice a week. So I'm going to switch the diet, but yeah, as I was saying about Dezia, it's quite sad, and I've just come home and give her sister Alder a big hug and tried telling her, and she's acting all weird because she knows there's something wrong. She'll be looking for her tonight. So yeah. So guys, there'll be a tribute video coming up at hopefully weekend for my poor Dez, and she's had 15 good years, and it was so peaceful the way she went. It's the first time I've ever been actually with a pet that's been put to sleep, because when my dog was put to sleep, my little husband was with her. I couldn't handle it, so I waited in the waiting room. I know it sounds bad, but I just couldn't handle it, so my husband was with her. And then, as you know, with Matilda and Rosabi, I couldn't be with them because with rodents, you have to take them into a special room, because of like where they put them to sleep with the gas and everything. But so Dezia's the first one, and so it was. I've only ever seen it on TV and on videos, and never experienced it in real life. And it was so peaceful, and the way she just turned towards me and just put her head down, and that was it. Gone within a second. So at least I'm relieved now that she's not suffering anymore. So it's really hard, and I feel rotten, and you will feel rotten, and you feel like a murderer. But like my vet said, in the long run, what do you want? I mean, what would you want? Would you rather carry on suffering, her eyes are dull, and then her jaw breaks suddenly at night, and she's bleeding, and you've got nowhere to go, and then in the long run she'd have to be put to sleep in such a stressful state, and it was coming to that. Like the vet said, she didn't have long left anyway, because the jaw would just break. It was slowly softening, turning into a sponge, because the cancer was eating it. So I did the right thing. I didn't want to, but I did the right thing, because you have to, when you're a pet owner, you've got to realise that that's a possibility with any pet, that you might have to have them put to sleep. Usually 9 times out of 10 you have to have them put to sleep. You get the odd one which will die peacefully, like with Kizzy, my hamster, 2 years ago. She died in my arms, but yeah. They don't always happens that way. It usually always happens in being put to sleep because of an illness or what have you. But anyway, when I get the new diet, I'll do a review on it. I don't know which one it is yet till tomorrow, till I see the vet, see which one she recommends. And yeah, and I've got these two videos coming up soon. The squamous cell carcinoma, which will be interesting for cat owners to look out for symptoms. And also the heart failure in hamsters. I've not forgotten them. They're coming up. And yeah. And also I've got Maisie, a new level at last. I'm hoping it's not going to be small. I've got to go and pick it up tomorrow from the post office, because they delivered it today and I weren't in because I was at the vet's. Can you believe it? So I've got to pick that up tomorrow from sorting office, the post office. And I'm hoping, please, hope it's not this size. Because I did the measurements, and it said it was 30 centimetres that way, 30 centimetres that way. No, 31 centimetres that way, 1 centimetres that way, and 17 up. So it goes like round. It's got like 3 compartments in. So once she goes through the hole, she's got another 2 holes to different compartments. So I'm hoping it's going to be big enough for her. So 31 centimetres, I measured it with my measuring tape, and it looks quite big. But with Amazon, you never know, do you? But nevertheless, I'll still do a review on it, because nothing goes to waste. But I'm hoping it'll last. It looks lovely. I'm hoping it'll work, it looks lovely. So anyway, sorry for the bad news yet again, guys. So it's not my year this year. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.